Hey, what's up? I'm gonna be sitting here showing you guys how I pretty much tune my cars for every car I do in Forza nowadays. I picked up this tune online somewhere. Usually works the best for classic muscle, but I've actually managed to make it work for pretty much everything else. So we're gonna go buy a new car. That's my F-Zero car from earlier. Just gonna go to cars I can afford and look through the list. I'm gonna browse for a little bit. Most of the stuff I usually base off what my driver level is, or car affinity level is, sorry, for the manufacturer, because I really don't feel like paying for parts. I mean, I've got 500,000, but the less I spend, the better it is for me, because it means more cars I can buy, you know? Just gonna, yeah, as you can tell, I own quite a few, though, because that house icon on them means I own it. We're gonna choose the Excella Sport from Mazda. It's not a bad car. When I get done with this thing, it's actually pretty insane. So I was actually kind of pleasantly surprised by it on my own. I think it was, what, 12,000 right there? It's not bad. So we're going to go to upgrade shop. And the first thing I'm going to do is replace the drivetrain. We're going to stick rear wheel drive on it because it controls better that way. We're also going to stick a turbocharger on it so it can get better speeds later on. It's going to need it. We're going to stick the Forza bumper on here, so that means it gets more grip in the front, turns better. And we're also going to stick the wing on the back so the rear wheels stay planted better. We're just going to pick the Auto EXE bumper just because I like it more. And same goes for the Ken style side skirts, because when I have those bumpers on it, I like to have a hole in there. We're going to stick race compounds on there. They grip better, get better acceleration, yada yada yada. Wider tires for better turning, but it decreases your top speed a little bit. We're going to stick some Hammond rims on here. I believe it's the Edition races. Yeah, those. I love those rims. I use them on a lot of cars, especially minis. I was going to bump these up to 18 inches, but 17 does fine. We're going to stick a race clutch, a race transmission, a race driveline, and a race differential. Car shifts better, all that good stuff. We're going to stick race brakes. We're going to stick race springs and dampers. Sport roll bars. Or we're going to stick a full-blown roll cage in there, and we're going to completely strip the car out on the inside. Drop about 500 pounds worth. And instead of doing engine upgrades here, I'm just going to auto upgrade it, so that way I don't bore y'all, because every car is different. I don't have a specific tune for this, so it doesn't cost me a thing because I get parts for free. Alright, we're going to go to tune. We're going to go to the alignment, set this to -1, set this to +1, set the toe to -5 in the front and the back, and set the caster at 5.5. I just get better steering that way for some reason. We're going to set the braking to 60% in the front with 110% power. Better braking in the front where the motor is. We're going to stick the acceleration down to 40%, and we're going to stick the deceleration up to 90%. It means I get better turning when I'm decelerating because the wheels will turn more. I don't understand the science behind it. And we're going to be doing this at the Top Gear track full. I test all my cars here. It's the best track for it, honestly. It's just, I like to do it here because it gives you quite a few things to test your car's handling on. Braking distance, very tight turns, yada yada yada. Just revving the car here. And it sounds alright, but let's go. This thing is very slow at the start, but it's a C-Class, so it shouldn't make too much of a difference. But as you can tell, it picks up speed relatively quickly. I really don't know what engine upgrades are on it, so we're going to come up to the first corner here where I brake too early. I'm used to driving cars that kind of spin out of control here, so I mean, I'm no Stig. We're going to be coming up on Chicago. I take it a bit too tight, but I wasn't expecting the car to turn this well, so this tune seems to work better for lower class cars than it does like A class and up. B class is sort of where it's half and half. It's almost always good on these though. I'm gonna brake way too early here. I forgot I'm not used to this. But as you can tell, this thing corners like a monster. It's not hard to at 30 miles an hour anyway, so down here. God, I can't remember any of the names of these turns. It sucks. Come on. I let off the gas and broke slightly there. Didn't need to though. We're going to go past the tires here. And I'm really going to screw up on the second to last corner because I brake way too late and I lose a bit of control of the car and end up going off track. So, yeah, see? Yeah, not the best thing to do there. Gambon's going to go pretty well though. It's an easy corner. Don't know how I rolled it there. But yeah, and I got a 135.4. It's not bad for a C class, I guess. I mean, I was getting lower times in higher classes, so it's a pretty quick car. But yeah, the game's going to freeze up here for a second for some reason. But yeah, that's that.